bed. Well, I believe that Morgan was gonna do something before the internet cut out.
Yeah. So I would try to find a toilet, being out of view, and then cast invisibility on myself.
All right. And as we've discussed, I roll familiar as object at this moment.
As I'll try to go out and stealthily try to figure out what happens, who are the people, where can I swipe this card that we need.
Sure. I make me a investigation check.
Investigation. That feels high.
Yeah, that's good. You rolled at 18 on the dice, so that's high. Yes, while you were walking in, you saw that there is indeed like a cupboard with badges behind the gnomes of you guessing Civis and some half elves from Lurendar. So you're guessing with your investigation and just looking around like itself, like walking the halls, that it's most likely that you need to be there.
Do I think there might be a way to get in there?
Well, there was no key access or something. They just broke open a drawer. You just need to figure out how to open those drawers without getting caught by the fact that the drawer is opening out of nowhere.
I feel like it would be kind of amazing if this familiar would cause a distraction. As I say
Yes, if it's
telepathically.
no longer on your body, it's no longer being carried. So.
All right.
Yeah, so it would turn visible and might be causing a distraction.
Robert's so smart. Robert's going to jump off the shoulder and then sort of just hop across the floor because he's trying to make it very clear he's not a threat. He's just a distraction, right? And then he's just gonna go toward. Because who's watching this? Who would be watching toward this drawer? Or is this in the central hall, like in the main hall?
This is in the central hall. Yeah, it's mainly because the people would notice like behind them something open, so it's mainly just create a sound or something else to distract
He's gonna hop into the center of this room and just go pistachio, woo! And like just be so cute and be like asking for pistachios. He's just gonna say the word pistachio.
Make a performance check
for Robert. He's so cute though. He's -2. My boy, what are you doing?
Getting caught.
5.
Nice.
No, obviously
wonderful.
He has 15 because he's cute. He has advantage. Have you seen his token? He's adorable.
Adorable, but he doesn't have
it. Have you seen his character sheet? His class is defined as tiny boy, and his alignment is defined as pretty bird.
I know. But what will happen instead of the people behind the desk, it's the girl in the uniform who will go up to the bird and just kind of scoop it up and start walking towards.
Pistachio.
Birds are supposed to be outside.
Pretty boy. Pistachio.
No, the next time you're gonna get blasted out.
I mentally tell you, he tried his best. He's just not made for the stage.
Thing.
Then I snap my fingers and he disappears into the pocket plane and I summon him back into the office. You tried, pretty boy. I put him on my shoulder.
That's what I call my son.
Pretty boy?
Well, that's why I call my son pretty boy. I gesture to Robert, to this bird.
They both are handsome boys.
Yes.
So that didn't work. Let's see. Is there anything in the area that might make a lot of sound if it falls, if it breaks? Is there an alarm that might be pulled?
Like a perception check.
I feel like if you're gonna pull an alarm, there's gonna be like safety doors.
Yeah. I don't see anything that large that can create like a loud noise. You do see like fire alarms, but you feel like just pointed out that sounds like a terrible idea.
Yeah, that might not be the smartest. We want to be a little bit sneaky here. I'll take this information as I'll move my way up again and converse this with the group.
Mhm.
I just mentally say it would be so nice if someone just had mage.
It would be amazing.
Could you roll me a D3 while you're walking up?
Ooh.
What do you want me to roll?
The D4 because there's no D3, so it's roll me a D4. 2. You run into these two men again who are now just having a discussion on this, who are kind of still not really speaking to one another, but silent in anger walking back upstairs.
Are they close to each other?
I would say they are maybe like 4 steps apart. These are
Oh.
large staircases, by the way. Like 4 steps is
there-
pretty.
Is there any way to identify them to a certain faction?
You definitely see that the half elf is wearing definitely like wearing lots of blues and silvers, which you like mainly assume because of Blurry. And the other has this little pin with the Kenneth's logo on it.
Interesting. Interesting. Do I see any identification badges, cards, credentials?
The Lirindora member would have one on his belt, like the pulley things, and you don't really see one on the one from the cannon.
A ski pass?
Yeah.
Which one is walking up front?
Lirindora
Leondar. Well, it is a large staircase, I assume.
Yes. Yeah. It's
Yes.
one of those like grand spiral staircases, right? It's pretty.
And I am still invisible, which is interesting. Well, let's create something to try. Well, I know this spell. Would tripping one make me visible again?
It won't count it as an attack, so no. You will be staying invisible.
I mean, they are walking up the stairs. It might be easily assumed that they just miscalculate their step and just fall over.
Sure.
I'll trip the one in the back, so he falls on the one in front.
And
if that might happen,
I'm gonna have you roll a straight dexterity for that. To make sure it's the right timing and not nice. Hold
I
on.
might have something for this.
I think someone else falls down. And I have a feeling her name ends in the Fiarlon. Oh?
Yeah, no, you don't. I was like, are they? I wanted to do a contestant, so if they also roll in that one, then yes. But no, you
Doesn't help
step
that
and
he's my
you kind
favorite
of
enemy.
like twist and you kind of fall on your shoulder.
Oh my. Ooh. Well, that hurt. Well, I tried, at least. I like this challenge. Do I see where they're going? Then at least.
Back upstairs. You're assuming that they're probably going back to the office that they came from.
Yeah. Well, like just taking this card, I'm still then in full view. That wouldn't work. Are there any plants in the corners here or any?
Not on the stairs, but there's definitely in the hall. There's like these pots with like huge, ferns type plants and like little palm trees.
Yeah, it doesn't work for me either.
I don't have just a bush for you to hide in, if that's what you're asking.
No, I'm not. No, I'm trying to throw something from the stairs, make sound, cause distraction, grab it. It's too risky. I don't want this political riot at the moment. So I'll move back up and telepathically communicate this.
Sure, I will turn to Ingoria and say, it would appear that there are two men outside the door in need of stumbling into, if you are up for a little bit of activity. I say telepathically, obviously, because I don't want this incompetent Madani girl to hear us.
I'm going to respond as well telepathically. Do you have an unnecessary stack of papers somewhere in here?
Oh, of course. I turn to this girl and say, "Where's next week's paperwork?"
On the desk.
Grab it and I give it to you. It'll be back
Uh,
shortly. Surely you still
okay.
have to organize this stack anyway, right?
No.
Are you ahead on your paperwork?
Yes, ma'am. That's why
Fine.
you put me here.
Excellent. Give me this stack. I'm not screwing up an already done stack of paperwork. Whatever you did before, I'm not telling anyone. This is... You go. I've never met a house Madani member who is ahead of paperwork. All right, I'll go over to like a trash can and just take out like papers from the trash and give it.
Sure. That works.
Like an old paper, out papier.
Newspaper,
Yeah.
some other things.
Yeah.
I'm going to take them as in carry them like this and walk outside to locate said man.
All right.
Do I see them?
Yes, you do. You
So-
see the half elf and the kind of men who just be
Are
like
they
mainly black clothing.
close to me?
I would say about 20 feet away, something like that. So you
Oh,
still have
right.
some time to
I will
wiggle.
telepathically say to you, if you do anything, bump in them from the right, because on the left is their key card.
I'm gonna clock that in, and as I go out of the office, I'm going to be
Mhm.
walking towards them, but I'm looking at the office. Yeah, I know those papers are important. I'm going to deliver them as soon as, but I have to, and I'm just going to bump into them. And I will do so. I will try to like not walk, but run a little bit so that I have enough
Mhm.
impact to actually knock them off.
And then I'm going to close
Okay.
the door because it would be weird if she was
Yeah.
talking to a closed door. So I'm keeping it open until I hear her bump into someone, and then I'm closing it.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I have not seen it, and I
oh.
obviously splash papers everywhere.
Yeah. Oh dear.
I
I
did
can
try
hit
to
you
do
with
it from
that
the
very
right, as
fast.
I was distracted by Morgan, so that Morgan can snatch the card.
The half elf also
God, I'm
leans
sorry.
down
No,
to
you,
help
no, you
with
cannot.
it.
You close
No,
your
no,
eyes.
no,
You cannot
it's
look at
okay.
them. Close your eyes. You cannot look at those papers.
What?
There are hard credential papers. You could close your eyes. I need
What?
you to close your eyes. You cannot look at the papers. Please, they're going to fire me. I have 3 children that I need to feed, and they are.
A deception
One of them
check.
is sick.
Did I help by closing the door? Do we have any sort of like inspiration or anything we can use?
I
I
cannot
say-
roll below 10. That is the good news.
Yeah.
Like the 10 is the least I can roll.
You are
Yeah.
like a what is it called, the persuasive bard.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
rolled
yeah.
perfectly 10.
Okay,
Nice.
they believe you. They're like, oh, okay. They're still like trying to do like this.
Not looking.
I will do
Trying to
exactly
help.
the opposite so that the papers keep falling their way to keep them
Oh,
occupied.
sorry. Oh,
And I'm going
I'm
to
so sorry.
I'm going to try to make it look their fault that they're not helping with the papers. And I'm going to speak to Morgan. Tell me when you're done.
Well, I'm trying to swipe the card and read all
Yeah.
these interesting Madani papers.
Roll.
They came from the trash.
It's
I
your scratch.
know, I know.
Very interesting.
It's just roll me a sleight of hand. Please.
Everything is like blacked out and stuff. 'Cause
Yeah.
even if this was like fished out of the trash, Madani wouldn't want this to be useful to anyone. So like a black marker was taken to this paper and
Mhm.
everything is redacted.
So, would my invisibility and this distraction be enough to get advantage?
Oh yeah, so when you want to do like stealth and shit with invisibility, you usually have advantage, I believe.
No.
Um,
Pizza
They're
pasta,
kinda like-
pizza pasta.
It feels
What
like
the fuck is
stealthy.
happening?
Well, this feels like
just-
stealthy,
they
so
kind of just they retract their motion and immediately cast a spell.
they cast a spell.
They cast a spell.
Interesting. Well,
The artificer or the or
Can I
the
counter
canish
spell?
or-
They're on
Can I
Dar.
counter spell that spell?
Girl.
There's still a cannon man right behind this half elf.
I thought they were walking one next to each other that I can
No,
bump
no,
into
no.
them both.
No.
Oh, that makes it harder. In that case, I thought they are both somewhere on the ground with their eyes closed. In that case, I am not counterspelling that.
Thank you.
Right, yeah, okay. So when you do like shoot your side and they cast the spells, they start like looking around and immediately like clock you right there. And just then I look over to the guy from the planet who and then again cast another spell to what level did you cast invisibility on?
Oh wait. That's not a
Second,
good
probably.
question.
It is a second level spell.
Yeah, I feel like it's second. Yep, second.
Alright. Hold on. Let me give me a moment because I did not
I feel like I took my hide in plain sight too literally.
yeah.
Why is your sleight... Why are you not proficient in
The
sleight of
only
hand?
time I didn't take it, I didn't have the option.
Even
I'm
I'm
good at
proficient in sleight of hand.
I'm good at survival at this point.
Oh, actually, I lied. I'm not proficient in sleight of hand. And I'm a rogue, so...
I
Shit.
definitely dispel the invisibility spell that's on you, friend.
Interesting. Interesting.
Do you let us know this?
Help, help.
Alright. So I will make my way out. Around the
Uh-huh.
door. What seems to be the issue here?
I'm so sorry.
Yes,
I didn't really mean
hurry
to. I
up.
just. Yes,
And I
I'm trying.
and I'm gonna look at Morgain and I say, Sarah, help her. I don't hire you to just stand around and be invisible. Help her out. Help her out.
No,
Yes,
hold on,
definitely.
hold on. This my apologies,
What?
lady.
I would have been informed that I was allowed to bring my own crew, and I
Yes,
have.
but however, I do not enjoy it when the side the crew wants to grab things off my person.
I'm sure you felt something, perhaps, but I am paying them, and I wouldn't want them to besmirch the name of my good house. So I can't believe you would make such an accusation, Lord Lirandar.
You're in there. Yes.
So if you could please let my people that I am paying do their job, and look at them with fire in my eyes, then I'm sure this is all a misunderstanding.
Make a persuasion check.
Can I make a deception check? Because they do not work for me.
Yes, of
Thank
course.
you. I have expertise in deception.
You're doing. Yeah, they were like just gonna brush off their like cloak and stuff, and they're like, all right, I better not see this or hear of this again.
Of course, my lord. I say without making eye contact with him, and still staring daggers at my employees.
And he just kind
I
of
clear
nods.
up the papers and go downstairs
Yeah.
because that's where I was heading.
And he continues walking down the hallway, and the man from the kind of good day, my dear ma'am. And he just also continues walking.
Lord Kenneth.
Hmm?
I just greet him, Lord Kenneth, as he walks by. And then I start scolding the two of them. Just as they're almost out of earshot, I start scolding them to like solidify that I'm fucking pissed. And then when they're actually out of earshot, I help them fucking get the papers, and then I will telepathically, while we're getting all the papers, say to Inaza, I don't know what your skill set is, but if you could look at these blueprints and see if there's any air vents or things a small person like yourself might be able to get through that we wouldn't be able to get to, that would be really helpful.
Aye, ma'am.
You do not have to call me ma'am. We are colleagues. Call me.
Yeah, a lot of people just call you that. I felt left out a bit.
Sure.
The point is, as I do not exactly know how a wild shape works in particular, I want to ask, what animal would not be very seen in such an environment? Because I think if someone saw a mouse, would be like, oh no, we have an infestation.
An answer is always a fly.
Yeah,
And
fly, or maybe like a lizard or something, because those things tend to just get in everywhere. They're just kind of annoying to get rid of, really. And like,
okay.
like you heard, I feel Morgan would have just would have said that the girl walking out to the parrots.
Hmm.
It's probably something that has happened before with
Okay.
the creatures of the island.
So if I wanted to be a lizard that just gets there, it would be more not so suspicious. Of course, I will
I mean,
first
it
go
would
to the.
still be a little like, oh no, we have lizards again. We need to check for shit. But like, it's definitely something that might have happened.
Listen, an infestation of lizards is just an infestation of lizards. We can deal with that later.
We're doing that.
So yeah, I first it would be good to go to the toilet to change and not do that in plain sight.
You haven't really checked the air vents or anything, so you might want to do that first.
That's a great plan. Yeah, I would love to do that.
Now that all
All
the
right.
blueprints are out, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yes. So you look at it, and we'll discuss next time what we see on these blueprints.
Sure,
Thank you
that
so much
works.
for joining
Yeah.
us. Do not forget to roll for frog.
Ribbit!